Welcome back everybody to another episode, number 96 in our F1 Manager 96 career mode. So 96 for 96, there you go. Got the Hungarian Grand Prix up today, round 12, 5 races to go including this one. And the championship took an interesting turn last time out as we head off to Hungary. We didn't win, unfortunately. We weren't able to repeat what we did the year before, but we were able to get both cars on the podium because one of our title contenders blew up with a handful of laps to go. The championship battle, as you can see, Schumacher with another retirement. That Benetton has not been good, and indeed Verstappen, his teammate, did not finish as well. So Benetton, a very disappointing race for them. They went from being right in contention for both titles to potentially out of it for the drivers and slipped behind Williams in the constructors. Dramatically behind Williams as well. Five points. So they had a nice lead couple races ago, and now that's all gone. And indeed, we have pulled to within 8 points in that. So after France, we were a little bit concerned. I think it was a 22-point gap or a 23-point gap, something around that. And we were able to knock that off. And we now come to a couple tracks, Hungary and Belgium in particular, and also Portugal, in a few races time, that should suit our car very nicely indeed. Fastest lap, pole position DC took pole for McLaren, and Villeneuve was the fastest lap. Was it faster than pole? It was not faster than pole. That's alright. And Smith actually closes to within 2 points of Lemieux for P5 in the Drivers' Championship. Is there enough time that he can catch Verstappen for P4? Probably not. But P5 would be a very nice result for him. Nice to have two guys going at this as well. So setup wise, we are going with our standard car, the exception being our high downforce under tray that we're going to take. We're going to go with 18 front wing and 15 on the rear. We'll try that. And also, you might notice we have two brand new engines in this because we repaired a couple. Repaired, I think, 4 came in at once. So what I did, I took out the higher worn engines, chucked those on repair and put a couple new ones in. I'm also thinking we might be able to pull off a one-stop strategy. It is risky, but I think we might be able to do it. And the reason I say that is because I remember what happened at Imola when... not Imola, sorry, Argentina. When we did a two-stop, and we should have won that race, but we ended up P3 because the other guys did not. So I'm wondering if we should go to a one-stop around the Hungaroring. It's a bold call because typically that track eats tyres, but it may be worth doing. How are we on the topic of tyres? How are we on those? Not too bad. Okay. I think we'll stick with what we were going to do though. I think we'll do a two-stopper. and we're just gonna have to hope that we can go like heck when we need to. So we have a look at what we have here. We should have another couple races for that, so I'm not overly concerned. So I guess we can just get cracking and go to Budapest. Of course, if it's a wet race, then all this gets thrown out the window and it'll be a one-stop regardless. But hopefully we have the correct car for this. It's been a pretty good track for us previously, so hopefully that carries on. It's a dry race. What am I doing? I do not know what we're doing. We'll try 55 and 55. It's a 77 lap race, I believe. The track has not changed a whole lot other than the fact that they reduced their number of laps down. So it's probably going to be oh, I know what we can do. We can just do that, can't we? 25, 26, 26. Yeah, that'll work. At least I'm pretty sure it's a 77 lap race. Yes, it is. The main reason I did this with the engine is we can now have a pressure engine for here. No. You're using that one. Nearly screwed up the strategy straight away. That would have been great, wouldn't it? Alright, 30 and 30. Two-stop strategy, we'll see where we go. We need, what, 24 laps? We should be able to see where we are on that. It'll just be a little bit more than what 24 is. So essentially what I'm thinking is we're going to start on tyre 3, then go to 2, then go to 4, and he will start on 4, go to 3, go to 2. So that's basically what we're going to do here. Alright, the music has stopped, so I will mute that, and we will do our track guide. Alright, there you go. There's a lap of the Hungary. As I said, it hasn't really changed a whole lot in its time on the F1 calendar. Now, let's see what we can do here. We're going to be doing a two-stop, so this is going to be an interesting one, I feel. See where we're at for pace. Try about there, I think. That's about right. Smith goes P6. Frentzen goes P2. There you go. And we're not even pushing yet. We're not pushing and we're on the hardest tyre. Alright, so they used 13, so there's no point in going out again, is there? Alright, so that's it for our practice. We're good. I'm going to go on the somewhat softer compound. So 13 is what we used. So that should be fine for both of these guys. Alright, we are looking good. So we don't need to do anything. We are in a league of our own. We're the only cars in the 16s. Alright, this is going to be probably a quick episode, maybe. 17 minutes. Katayama. What? That does not make any sense at all. (16.1). Thank you, Frenson, for putting some normalcy on this. Do we even need to go back out? We probably don't. We are 2 seconds clear of the field. Alright, we don't need to go out again. That's it. Good job, boys. Good job. Well done. Beautiful job. Excellent. Right, give me a new engine. I think Smith was going out on that, and I think Frenson was going out on those, wasn't he? Alright, let's see what we need here. So it was 13. So that should be 12. That should be 24. So if we want 2 laps, we basically need 4 liters, right? So 56, sorry, 56 would be 25 laps, 26 laps. So 55 would probably get us, that might, actually, I take that back, that might get us 26. Regardless, we're going to put in a bit more just to make sure here, because the last thing we want to do is screw this up. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother going out again. We will save a set of D compound tires for both of them. I'll assume he goes P3. There you go. We're still a second up anyway. A great effort by Katayama in the 40 though. P5. And also Montemini and the Jordan up there in P6. Blundell 7th for Sauber. Barrichello P4 for Ferrari. That's one of the best qualifying performances from those boys. Papazisis did not qualify in the 40. He's way off. Panis, fall from grace. So 140 is in P5 and the other is not qualified. There you go. And we did guess it right. So I think we should be fine on the fuel. Potentially we could do, I might be able to do 1 click actually. If we did like 1 on that one and 1 on that one. That's probably going to be enough for us. I guess we could do that. It's not going to matter, I don't think, so we may as well. We may as well do it on both. So we are going to start with 60 litres of fuel, which should be plenty for us. And see how we go. We're not going to change the setup. We've obviously already got a pretty good one. So let's see what we can do here. It's going to be a 2-stopper for us. Villeneuve is 15 seconds behind us currently. Schumi is 5 seconds as well. Alright, Frentzen is getting ready for his stop. I think we can probably get away with the 55, you know. I really do. I'm going to lower it down. I don't think we need to worry about it. Because he has currently used 50. Ooh, actually, he might need some. You know what? Sure. We'll put a little bit more in just to make sure. Why not? So Frentzen leads a 10-second gap. Smith, you absolute muppet. Alright, Frentzen's in. Smith is going to cost us a shot at the Constructors' Championship. Alright. Frentzen comes back out. 6 seconds behind Michael, who's not yet pitted. No, Michael has pitted. Did he pit that lap? He did pit that lap, okay. Alright, Villeneuve is trying to close the gap down a bit. Of course, what we don't want is oh, Villeneuve pitted, there you go. I was going to say what we don't want is a Benetton 2-3 because we're not going to close any ground on them. And nor do we want a Williams 2-3. But at this stage it does not look like Williams are going to be able to do much. 15-second lead for Frentzen. Or 13 now. Michael is starting to close down a tiny bit actually. Hang on, I don't need this amount of fuel anymore, do I? Oh, I'm kind of annoyed at Smith there. He cost us potentially a 1-2. Definitely a 1-3. He cost us 4 points there. Due to a mistake, he just flew off the road himself. Wasn't around anybody. Kind of annoyed with him. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So we got easily enough fuel to make it to the end, sub 10-second stop, away goes Heinz Harald. Still 17 seconds in the lead. Alright, we don't really have to do much, do we? Speed this up a bit. Michael does it again. Alright, well, lower the driving style down. Heinz Harald, you don't need to wait. So, there you go. Smith would have finished second. but he binned it, threw it off the road a lap before his pit stop. However, fortunately for us, we closed down even more, right? Williams gain 7 points, or get 7 points. Benetton get 4, and we get 10. McLaren get a decent haul of points there in 4th and 5th. So they get 5 points with that. That's not too bad. Pretty good for McLaren. All right, let's do our podium ceremony. Can't believe that. Can't believe he just threw it off the road like that. We weren't even being aggressive with him either. He just binned it. Oh well, whatever. Not much I can do about that, is there? If one of my drivers wants to throw it off the road, I guess they're going to throw it off the road. He is young, he is inexperienced, so hopefully he gets all this out of his system. We'll repair the, whoops. We will repair these engines. Probably didn't really need to repair that other one. He only had like something. Oh no, we didn't repair the fuel tank. There we go. So that should be good now. That should be all good there. Exterior, he probably binned it. He didn't actually wreck it too bad. Alright. Where are we? We are at Spa, right? So let's try 11 and 14, I think, for that one. Put that in right now while we're here. And back to our usual ground plate. We don't need to worry about anything else for that. We click on that one. Well, repair that, normal. Repair that, normal. There's the right one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Repair the rear cowling, and then we repair the air intake. And that's it. Car is all ready for Belgium. So Belgium is definitely a one-stop race, so we'll put that in straight away. Get it ready, just so we don't have to do it again. Actually, I think we used that one engine, didn't we? Didn't have to worry about anything else. So this is probably going to be our... Yeah, we did. We forgot to put a brand new engine in, didn't we? Oh, whatever. So we should be able to use this for Portugal and probably Japan. And we should be able to get away. Do we need it? Well, we'll keep it just in case. We'll keep it just in case. Anyway, championship. Let's have a look. The gap is 2 points. Because we keep flip-flopping all the bloody time. Right? Britain, Frentzen, then Villeneuve. Germany, Villeneuve, then Frentzen, and then Hungary, Frentzen, and Villeneuve. So it just keeps flip-flopping 2 points. 2 points, then 6 points, then 2 points. Okay, alright, constructors, we should have closed a little bit. Yeah, so we're down to 5 points now on Williams. I really wish Smith had have done that. An extra 6 points there would have been so nice. But he threw it off the road like an absolute muppet. It's his first fastest lap. I guess some silver lining. Yeah, Frentzen has not taken a pole. He's taken 10 poles already. Unbelievable. But anyway, I guess we can check our merchandise and see how we're looking on that. We're probably... Yeah, so we need these two. We will sell the CD and whatever that is, a book, I guess, program maybe, potentially. the cap, the keychain of the car, still going. That's still there, that's still there, that's still there, and that's still there. So it's just these two. Alright, there you go. So we're good on that. So that is going to be it for today. As you can tell, we've got 4 races to go. Next up is going to be Belgium. And then we got the Italian Grand Prix, followed by the last one in Europe, in Portugal, and then the season finale at Suzuka in Japan. Championship is well and truly on. 2 points separates Villeneuve and Frentzen. Michael, I believe, and I'm going to call it now, Schumacher is out of it. 3 races in a row where he's not scored any points, so I think he's done. Championship is going to come down between Jacques Villeneuve driving for Williams and Heinz-Harald Frentzen driving for Arrows. Constructors title, I'm not willing to call that one yet. I think Benetton can still definitely pull that off. 8 points separates Williams, us, and Benetton. So that is still very much alive. It's a question of whether or not Smith can pull his bloody finger out and not fly off the road all the time. Because he cost us second place in Hungary and at least 3rd in Spain. Now I don't remember if Spain he threw it off the road or if he had a mechanical problem, but either way he would have gotten 3rd had he finished, and he would have finished 2nd here because Michael retired. So with those 6 points, we'd be leading. We'd be leading the Constructors' Championship. But hey, whatever. And he would be P5. He'd be in front of Lemieux. But anyway, he's got another chance to see if he can pull it off in Belgium. Maybe I should not have re-signed him for next season. The only reason I re-signed everybody is if I do want to pick this game up in future, then we are all set essentially, and we don't have to do a whole lot. I don't have to get back to this position. But other than that, I think we are good. So that is going to be it from me today. Have an awesome day, everybody. Thanks very much for watching, and tune in next time for the Belgian Grand Prix. See you later.